Hello everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and today I wanted to make a video about kind of the console route that I took, more like, let's just go back in time, start from where we started, and talk about all the consoles that I've had growing up over the years, and we're just going to start with Baby Pacifico, alright? Very simple. We had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, and an Xbox. That's what we had, and a computer, and a PlayStation, right? So that's what we had when I started. We had a lot of gaming consoles, but that was because I had a lot of brothers, and they were all just like kind of saving their... One worked and bought consoles, the other one just saved up his money and bought consoles, right? So our parents didn't buy us those consoles. Actually, I think they did. I don't remember. But that's what I started with, and we just had those consoles because we did, right? Because then when the Nintendo came out, everyone kind of did it, and then the Super Nintendo, and then that's where the Nintendo loyalty came from. But really, after that, the first console that I can kind of remember getting is the GameCube. And the GameCube was by far the coolest console I'd played because it had some fun games on it. It had Super Smash Bros. Melee, which was a very big game, and it had The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It had Sonic... Was it Sonic Adventures DX2? Whatever, the one that like everyone loves. And it also had Metroid. Those were kind of like the cool games. And eventually Pikmin and Pikmin 2 and Luigi's Mansion, right? That game console had awesome things. And we got it because of Nintendo loyalty. And then I got a Game Boy Advanced SP. And that was really because they're like, "Hey Jared, you're old enough now. We're going to give you a mobile gaming console." And it is like, you get to do it in the car, and, you know, you just, like, you could do it. That's why we got it. So I was not a hellion in the car, basically. And, I mean, I had some good games, like Pokemons and Zeldas, right? There's a lot of Pokemon and Zelda on it that I played. But we really just got that so I wasn't a big demon in the car, and I wasn't bored. But then stuff kind of slowed down, right? Because there wasn't a lot of console releases after that we got. Alright, we got a play. My brother had moved out, so he had a PlayStation 2, but we didn't, my family, we didn't get that. The next thing that we got, though, was an Xbox 360. Now, the 360 is probably the console that's had the most impact on my life, because I mained the Xbox 360 from 2006 all the way up to whenever Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was released, which was 2 years ago, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. So, from 2005 to 2015, I mained the 360. That was my main console, right? And that's got Guitar Hero, The Elder Scrolls, Call of Duty, all the indie games, all the Halos, right? It was amazing, alright? And we got that console because we'd pre-ordered it because of the Xbox and Halo Combat Evolved. So, of course, we're going to get... And Halo 2 later on. But, of course, we're going to get the Xbox 360 because it had Halo 3. Halo 3 was an obvious thing coming out. And just Guitar Hero, really. Those were kind of the games. We played Guitar Hero 1 and Rock Band eventually, right? A lot of music games on the 360. And just a wonderful console. But after the 360... was the DS. And that was just a console that we got. It's like, oh, the kids really like the Game Boy Advanced SP, so we're going to get them the DS, right? And that was when touchscreen was introduced to gaming, I believe. That was when at least me and my sister were introduced to touchscreen type things. And the touchscreen on the DS isn't that standard heat sensor type touchscreen that your phone has. It was a pressure sensor. So, or it was like not a pressure sensor. I don't know what it was. It was basically like you had to touch it no matter what to draw on it. You could do it with your finger or the stylus. And then, of course, on that you got Nintendogs. The Zelda games on it I didn't like. But you had like Nintendogs, you had Pokemon, Mario Party, the Mario games, just kind of, those were like, the DS had most of my non-main games, but were still cool, right? That's what the DS was to me, and that's what it had. And I believe a couple other games that I really liked on it was Guitar Hero. And I actually really like Spirit Tracks. Never mind. I really love Spirit Tracks. That was fun to play on the DS. Was it on the DSi? I don't remember. But the next console was the Wii. And the Wii was that Nintendo loyalty. But it was also cool because of the remote. And we did the Wii Sports before we bought Rock Band. Wii Sports was like my brothers would come over and we would play it for literally 8 hours. Alright? And I'm not talking about Wii Sports Plus or whatever with like the sword fighting and planes flying and canoes. This was original 5 games Wii Sports. Alright? We would play bowling and golf. Oh, and then on the Wii Sports Plus we'd play Frisbee golf, which was even more fun to mess around on. And we would just do that when they'd come up for parties, 8 hours. And I was like the pro gamer at the time. Like at this point in time, I was better at a lot of games than everyone else. So we do like Wii bowling. It's like, oh, Jared got the top score. He's a jerk. Let's beat him. And then, oh man, that was awesome. I have to remind myself of the awesome times we had. But after the Wii U was the DSi. And the DSi is arguably when I got into content making. Because of 2 things. The pictures and the fact that you could mess around with the pictures and the, I don't know what it's, the Flipbook thing that they had. The Flipbook creator, all right? You could arguably say that that is when I got into content creation because I made those Flipbook things all the time. And I'd make stuff where it's like all sorts of fighting and awesome movie scenes and like, I really tried my hardest with Flipbook, dude. It was insane. And it was so much fun to just mess around on Flipbook. I tried to make a Call of Duty movie. By the way, Black Ops 1 was the game back then, right? It was awesome. But the DSi, there wasn't too many games on it. There's Lego Battles was a fun game. I can't really think of any super impact games on the DSi that I really played. I mean, not that I can think of. So, I mean, the Pictionary, whatever, the Picto thing, I don't even know what it's called, was the Flipbook, was freaking amazing. Okay? But after this is when things got interesting with gaming. The DSi was like the newest console we had for a while, and I mean a long while. And I kind of got into Minecraft on my mom's computer, but my mom's computer was really bad at running Minecraft just because it wasn't a gaming computer. It was an at-home work computer. And I would say after we got the DSi, the next thing we got for gaming was the Xbox One. But it wasn't our main console until Black Ops 3 came out. So it's arguably the PC that was the first thing that I got after that. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. I bought the Xbox One, but didn't really main it until after Black Ops 3 came out. So anyways, back to what we were doing. The PC, okay? I told my mom, I'm like, look, Mom, PC's got some great games, and I really think my sister and I, we should get a gaming PC. And that's, my sister and I combined, we're like, Mom, for Christmas, Haley and I both want a PC. And she was like, okay. So we went to Office Max, got a PC, and that's when I started getting into YouTube too, because I was like, wait a second. We have this PC, I can create stuff. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And that's when I got into YouTube, right? But we're focusing on gaming. PC's got Civilization 5. I did kind of have a PC all throughout my life, so I'm going to ignore, like, basically, when I was playing Halo, we had PC, all right? And PC, like, forever, all the way up until we got a new PC. So we're just going to ignore the fact that's way too complicated to get into, because I don't remember the timeline of when I got games. But the only games that I got for PC before 2015 was Rome Total War and Age of Empires 3. Those were the only two games. You know, my brother had games like Civilization 2, which was freaking amazing. Civilization 3, which was amazing. The Settlers 4. All those good strategy games. But the PC in 2015 really changed it all. We got Civilization on it, a couple zombie games, and then eventually the library grew and grew. We had Borderlands 2, all these awesome games that just, mamacita, they were amazing. And then when Black Ops 3 came out, Xbox One, all the way, Xbox One. And I was just, this is where the Xbox One is the very first console that I bought and was mine, right? And at first, you know, the games were coming, and then Xbox, around the Black Ops 3 time, changed everything and really started improving everything. So then Xbox One could become a main console. I still think the PS4 is better, just based on like what it has and stuff. But I really like my Xbox One, right? Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, upcoming Star Wars Battlefront 2, I'm going to put that in there now. Fallout 4, which is okay. Eventually, you know, we had the indie games on the PC that I wanted to play. We couldn't play on our current PC, but we could play them on the Xbox when they started coming out. So that was really cool. And then just recently, I bought an upgraded PC. So everything in my setup right now is all my own. And this PC, I can play pretty much any... I can't record any PC game, but I can play every PC game on this PC. So that's kind of where gaming is now, right? That's kind of where my gaming... The gaming legacy of my consoles was... I just kind of thought I'd share that with you guys. It's a different type of video. I don't think everyone's going to like this video. I don't think everyone's going to watch it, because it's more of a niche type video. But who knows, right? It's always nice to look into the history of someone. What made my gaming experiences, you know? What really just brought me here? I mean, of course I can talk. I can literally make videos on Halo all day because, you know, that as a kid, I had two inspirational heroes. Was Link and Master Chief. Those were my heroes as a kid. They're still pretty much my heroes. So, guys, I'm going to end it on that note. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, you can tell me in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, because I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games. And I'll see you in the next episode, stream, or vlog of whatever I decide to make.